the cloud infrastructure, looking at Cyber Africa, cyber security, and data. And that does not include the issue that has to do with ethics as we see them these days, because we know that is affecting investment in that sector.
I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all the participants here present to this crucial forum, which is centered around data centers, cloud computing, security, and infrastructure. In today's digital age, you hear a lot of people talk about data being the new oil, and I don't think they could be further from the truth. Data is not the new oil. Data is an infinite resource. Oil is a finite resource. You'll agree with me that we're currently moving from oil and gas to more sustainable resources. And data is one of those sustainable resources. And I think it's important that we have these kind of forums to discuss crucial issues such as this.
Before now, our data, both public and private data, is stored abroad. But today, we have data centers across Nigeria that have the capacity and the capability to store our data. And what that has done is that it has saved us from paying our hard-earned foreign currency. Let me say dollar, because we all need to dollar. Now we don't have to pay dollar. We can save our data here in Nigeria.
One of the things that I will leave with this forum is to understand that it is not everywhere data of Nigerians should be. And so we have countries that are defined as whitelist countries within the data protection framework, and that is where if we are storing within or outside or transferring data of Nigerian citizens, we should ensure that it is only to whitelist countries. And where it is not within the whitelist countries, to take necessary precautions to ensure that data of Nigerian citizens are appropriately protected.
Some key stakeholders they met and they deliberated on the issue of data center as far as Nigeria is concerned, the issue of storage of our data, and the need for government to continue to begin to have what Atcon has said. Let all our data be brought home. Let them be stored here. Let's know where they are kept. Let's know who is managing them. Let's know how secured our data are so that we'll be a better country.
One of the very important area that we have been advocating on is domesticating our information within the country. It's actually a very good way for us to go when we can validate that our data reside within our jurisdiction. But most of the time, major issue around security when it comes to cloud adoption, data center adoptions, it has to boil down to how are we able to ensure that our data is not leaving our jurisdiction. Aside that, we also have issues around the third parties, because major issue around data center and cloud infrastructure adoption is the third parties. So you don't entirely have control over how the whole EMO, whichever data center or cloud infrastructure company that you actually adopt and try to work with, you don't have entire control over how they manage the data. That's why we talk about the security of the cloud and security in the cloud.
The meeting is intended for experts in the data center ecosystem, the players such as data protection experts, the insights, the people, the data scientists, Also, we take a look at those that are into cloud, so that the service providers, those that want the service, we have quite a number of them that are now joining us online to have a sneak peek.
The problem is a lot of us in technology space, we're so keen into the technology that we do not sort of get the business value. It's almost as if we're hinged on that technology. We think that technology is the be-all and the end-all. Forgetting that technology itself, anytime you deploy any kind of technology, it serves three primary purposes. The organization is looking at it from the perspective of, does it make us money? So if we deploy this technology, is it going to allow us to have more customers? Is it going to allow us to get more business? The second thing is, does it save us money? So if we deploy this technology, are we going to save money?
In this space, we've seen a situation where CIOs or CTOs or even organizations, they are reacting to cybersecurity matters instead of being proactive, right? Because you see the case of, we don't want to pay attention to cybersecurity protocols until we are hacked, and that actually has been a problem. Yes, companies, management, stakeholders want to invest more in sales, they want to invest more in other assets, but investing in cybersecurity is key, because from statistics, businesses in Africa, the position to lose over $100 billion in the coming years to cyber attacks, right? So it's key for us to start paying attention to cyber security.
Rather than look at AI as the primary need for data centers, because even the AI services are not being rolled out significantly here. The one that's probably more critical to us that we are currently lagging behind is Internet of Things, right? Because Internet of Things is already here. There are devices that is running on it. They all require low latency. So this is why we need edge data centers spread across the country.
One of our key objectives is to set conversations that will shape different sectors of the industry in the interest of Africa from an African perspective. Now, we have our interests cut across a wide spectrum, be it in agriculture, be it in solid minerals, be it in media, be it in finance and banking, be it in the digital space entirely. But this series is a periodic event where we aggregate people that are thought leaders in different industries. We also bring people who play within the policy framework and the regulatory apparatus of government to, in a way, share thoughts, exchange ideas on issues of current relevance as they would help to move our socio-economic growth as a nation. And this particular edition of the Cyber Africa Breakfast series is for acronym D.I.S.C, Data Infrastructure Security and Cloud.
On well-researched and balanced stories, events, and interviews across business, tech innovation, and lifestyle, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, www.youtube.com/digivationnetwork.